Hello, Nakarad here. How's it going? So, this anime review, and it's of a movie. So, in my opinion, great place to start. The anime film I'm going to be reviewing is called Wolf Children, or in Japanese, and excuse me if I absolutely butcher this. Okami Kodomo no Ame to Yuki. In my personal opinion, this is a brilliant movie, and this is the cover. Yes, it will more than likely be backwards, but it follows three main characters. The main adult figure is a mother called Hana, translated to flower, and her struggle with bringing up two half human, half wolf children, Yuki and Ame. Um, the father figure, Wolfman, isn't there a lot of the time because, well, he's there in the beginning, but tragically passes away. So the movie focuses around the mother and the two children and their struggle of growing up without the influence of the wolf side, the person that knows all about the wolf side. So, the film was released in 2012 and was directed and co-written by Mamoru Hosoda. So if I mess that up. And it's narrated by the grown-up version of Yuki, the eldest. And basically looks over her and her siblings and her mother's journey through life to when they got to that point. I have to admit, this film is, as of since the first time I watched it to now, up on my top favourite anime movies. And that's being up there with Studio Ghibli movies like Grave of Fireflies and all that. It's up on par with them. That's how good I think this film is. The animation is beautiful, the storyline well developed, and the emotions are raw. Every emotion the character feels, you feel yourself. And the personalities of each character are very true to life. It's the best comparison I can think of is it feels like you're watching a much more exciting documentary of a family's journey. And usually I find documentaries rather boring, but the added essence of there being a fantasy side, it makes this movie so much more enjoyable. Anyway, I'm going to do a slight insight to the four main characters. And I'm going to start off with the one that has barely no detail about him, and that's Wolfman. And yes, that's his name. No name, real name, is given. And in my opinion, it makes it less personal. So I'll go in more detail near the end, but you can see that he's clearly had some sort of troubled past because of his wolf side. And when he meets Hana and reveals his true nature, it kind of feels like he has a weight lifted off him, and that weight leads on to being comfortable and having children. They don't get married, and I know in some places that's a cause for debate and all that, but come on, this is a film. But it feels very much like he loves his family and will do anything to care for them. And when he passes away, and the reason why isn't explained, or reason how isn't explained, so it's left as an open book for the viewer to decide what was the reason he passed. He does have a bit of explanation of his past, but not as in detail. But to be honest, maybe that's not a bad thing. Just didn't feel like the character was fleshed out enough. So if I would make one amendment to the movie, I would say flesh out the character of Wolfman a bit more in the beginning. So, second main character, big plot point for the whole movie is the mother, Hana. Her personality is inspiring since she stays happy through all the struggle, through the trials that life throws at her time and time again while raising these children. She hangs on with perseverance as she tries to raise them and tries to make the best decisions for herself as well. She stays strong from the start, where Wolfman shows his true form, through to the children and the threats off of the landlord to chuck her out and all the other in between bits. She stays inhumanly strong. And right to the end, where their children won't make their choice, they gotta decide what they want to be. And those scenes, it touch home on what a mother should be: caring and loving and helpful, supportive, in helping the child pick their choice in life of who they want to be. Um, Hana is definitely a perfect representation of a mother's love. And the film delves deep as well, in just my opinion, into what it's like to be a single mother with the or single parent basically, with no support from another partner or family. I think the only support she gets is from the community, and that takes time. And that does resonate with real life. And like with Studio Ghibli, it tries to link a message to real life issues or trials, all those sort of things, which is a key element in the anime to my personal liking. I like there to be a message hidden within the story, even if it's quite a few messages, to be honest. So, next is Ame, the youngest um, child and son. He's shown as very timid, and I can see why that would lead to his personality being of wanting to stay at home, be close to his mother as a protection from the outside world. And it, his part in the whole movie expresses a few aspects of life. He's feeble as a child, as a toddler, and a baby. He throws up from breast milk. And obviously, as a baby and young toddler, you need that to develop. And he just throws it back out. And that, seeing how Hana comforts him, will admit I got a bit emotional at that. I'm sure some people will too who will view it. It also touches upon the point of bullying, because unfortunately Ame is bullied in the school. He skips, and I know from personal experience, people will skip school or avoid wherever they're being bullied. And I can commend how it progresses his personality into something new, but it kind of expresses that it's better to run away from that fear, and it's not. So, but I don't see it as a downfall, as it does pay good homage to the plot. However, when he grows older, his wolf instincts come out, like you would expect, and he becomes a lot more adventurous, like children normally do when they grow up a bit. So he will use that found strength to eventually make his choice, and the scene that shows that, is heartwarming, and I think it's a key point in the film to watch and to honestly show your emotions too. I would happily recommend you pay attention for seeing why he makes this choice. Last character on the review side is Yuki, the bubbly side of the whole film. Her enthusiasm is infectious, and being the elder sibling, she would be sort of the guide. She really does bring the fun element through the movie, and it's a breath of fresh air. With the sad scenes, she brings laughter, to be honest. She brings so much laughter as a toddler. And though she shows her mother's determination, her attitude does change later into the movie, which did come as a bit of a surprise how quick she changed, and it's a pleasant surprise, but her attitude turns more into that of a stubborn individual who wants what she wants and will do anything to get it. So that is the characters briefly explained and my view on the personalities and the hidden messages I believe are inside those personalities. I will say there is one complaint I have, and that is of Wolfman. There's not enough detail in the character development. There's no real name, and that just feels wrong. It feels impersonal to what you'd expect from, because he is a main character. He doesn't have a lot of screen time, but he is a main character, and that needs to be shown more. So if I was make any amendment to the movie, I would give just a name to Wolfman and a bit of detail into maybe how he became a wolf and how he coped. I know that it's showing that Hana doesn't know anything of how to cope with these children and is going by intuition. But maybe they find out somehow later on. Yuki finds out through, I don't know, some sort of means how her father coped as growing up, and then a comparison of how well Hana did. It would have been a nice extra conclusion, I suppose. Anyway, that is my only complaint, and it's not a big one. In a bit more detail, the film's animation is beautiful. The storyline is clear, it's got good points and good messages, and is a lot more real life revolving than a lot of other films. There's no extravagant creatures, there's no fantasy land, it's based in the real world, which gives an element of homeliness, I guess. And I absolutely adored, and I'm sure everybody will, the soundtrack. The tunes, the music was perfect for each scene. It helped build the emotions the scene was trying to convey. And that was brilliant. When there was a sad scene, it had the sad tunes at the right pitch, the right tone, and so is the same for any pleasant, happy scenes. At the right pitch, the right tone, and helped build feeling, the feelings they wanted you to feel. In conclusion, I highly recommend you get your hands on this film and watch carefully and take in the story. Enjoy yourself while watching though. Be it you like the conveyance of love, or you just simply like the idea of wolf hybrid things. It'll be a pleasant film to watch, especially if you're an anime lover. If you're a weeaboo or otaku. Anyway, to finish, you can view the film on watchcartoonsonline.com, Kiss Anime, and on a few others. If you have Crunchyroll, it may be on there. I'm not 100% sure. You can also buy the DVD for UK and I think a few European countries in HMV stores. All do them, or on their website. I will put the links down below. And you can also get it in any store that has a wide range of anime DVDs. It's more than likely they'll do it. If not, I did do a bit of research and I have seen it on the Walmart website. A reasonable price. And if you want the links, they'll be down in the description below, as I said. And I hope to see you again for the next review or gameplay video. Red signing out. Ciao!